And Coach, coming off your first meet of the season, generally, what were your impressions after the Missouri meet?
Well, it's kind of a good starting point. We get to see where we're at, evaluate things. We had some people swim really well, some people swim okay, some that had a little bit of a rough meet, but with a bigger team, we're going to get that mixed bag every
So
time.
it was neither depression nor jumping up and down, it was somewhere in the middle?
I'd say it was pretty even keel the whole way. I mean, it's just an opportunity to race. It's I kind of mentioned to my assistant coach that we're just kind of getting the cobwebs out. This is the first time we got a chance to compete. So we saw a lot of things that we don't normally see in practice when they're going full speed. And
kids needed that. They needed to compete, didn't they?
Absolutely. I mean, they've been racing themselves for about 6 weeks. So it was good to get on the blocks and race against some good competition. It just so happened to be some of the best competition they'll see all year with the likes of Mizzou and Missouri State. But Drury put a good show, and Drury got second on both the men's and women's side, so D2 was up there.
Well, good. Before we go any farther, talk about your new assistant coach, if you would, for a moment.
Well, I'm very pleased to have Patrick Richardson is going to be assistant coach this year. Patrick is coming off swimming 4 years at Oakland University, my alma mater,
Okay.
So there was a little bit of a connection there, but he came highly recommended, and I'm very happy with what he's been doing. He's only actually been on the job about 10 days, but in the 10 days, he's doing a fantastic job, and a lot of the swimmers are even really happy with what he's been doing.
Okay, now let's go back to the Missouri meets, and I guess let's start with the men first. Who were some of the people that you'd like to highlight?
So with some of our veterans, we're working on having them swim stronger in season, and even with it being the first meet, we wanted to see them being a little more aggressive and seeing what they could do. And Nathan Graber, the guy that just missed making nationals last year in the 200 fly, he started the meet out with a solid showing in the 200 freestyle. It was his fastest in-season 200 ever. So first meet of the year for him already to go best in-season time in the 200 free. That bodes very well. And then we had had a very strong showing out of our freshmen. Freshman from Curitiba, Brazil, João Pedro Granado. He recorded the highest individual finish that we've had on the men's and women's side ever at the Show Me Showdown.
Wow, fantastic.
He finished 6th place in the 500 freestyle, so it was pretty nice to see him place that high in a meet with the likes of Mizzou and Missouri State and Drury and S&T and all those teams.
Real quickly, how did he come to be at Jewel?
We kind of got an email from a recruiting service that works out of Brazil, and saw that he met the academic profile that we're looking for. That's step number one. But step number two, he had very strong swimming time, so we got in contact, and he did. He ended up coming to the States, and he visited 5 schools, and we were his last visit. And apparently, he saved the best for last. So we got him here.
Good. Any other men stand out in Columbia?
Well, one freshman, Samuel Schaefer, another freshman. He ended up going a time that was just about, actually it was 12/100ths of a second off our school record in the 50 free, first meet of the year, and he ended up scoring points in that event as well. So it was really good to see. Obviously I said some of our veterans were stepping up, but to see our freshmen do very well in addition to that.
How about on the women's side? Again, standout performances?
It was a little more tough meet on the women's side. Although we had a few that did very well. Had a few freshman girls go lifetime best, which were surprising to see them go that fast this early. But it was kind of an eye opener on our part too, because we saw them go faster than we've ever seen them go in practice before. So we do need to raise the bar a little bit. But that's going to be a good thing.
Sure.
Senior Maggie Metz, she rounded out her Show Me Showdown career. This is her fourth Show Me Showdown, and
seems like she's been around forever.
Yeah. Well, she ended up having a very, very strong meet in the 200 freestyle and 500 freestyle, scoring very high in both those events. Those are close to her best in-season times in both those, so that was a good start for her. Ida Newman scored in the 100 backstroke for us, so it was good to see her. Being competitive in the very first meet of the year. Then we had a freshman, Alex Milhuff, who ended up doing exceptionally well in the 200 freestyle as well. So it was a pretty strong meet, and we're excited to see how the team progresses from there.
Let's talk a little bit about your home swim schedule for you this year. And typically, you've not been able to swim a lot at home just due to the schedule and the events you go to. But what are the highlights of the home schedule this year?
It's we have actually quite a few this year. We have 4, but one meet is going to be a 2-day meet. But we start out with our inter-squad meet on Saturday, October 18th, so that's coming up fairly soon.
Right.
And that's basically our team splits into the red team and black team, and they compete against each other, which is going to be a lot of fun. The events actually start tomorrow morning, so it'll be.
Oh, they do? Okay.
Yep, they do. They do a ton of competitions from from ultimate frisbee to a cross-country road race to pull-up competition.
Right.
I mean, you name it, and then the whole red and black inter-squad competition. The culmination of it is the swim meet, and that'll be Saturday, October 18th. So it'll be good competition, and plus it's with having the Show Me Showdown, we didn't get to swim all of the events. It was basically
Right.
the high school order of events, and our inter-squad meet we're going to swim the longer college events. So we'll have had an opportunity to see everybody on the team swim every event, so that we can put our best foot forward when we travel to Indianapolis in 2 weeks after that. But then our next home meet will be Saturday, November 15th, and that's going to be Lindenwood and UMSL.
Okay.
It was originally going to be just Lindenwood, but then the UMSL coach got a hold of me, and they were looking at filling a schedule. And
Right.
I remember what it was like starting a team from scratch and trying to field a meet schedule. So I definitely wanted to be able to be helpful and return the favor and get UMSL here as well. So that'll be a pretty tough meet, and with Lindenwood, and then UMSL just being a newcomer to the GLVC, it's
Right.
going to be a good competition and a good opportunity for us to see them in full force before our conference championship. And then after final exams, we have Lewis University here on December 17th and 18th. Lewis placed just ahead of us on the men's and women's side in the GLVC, so that's going to be a very competitive meet on both the men's and women's sides. So we're excited to have them come here. We'll swim a set of events on the Wednesday night, and then a different set of events on the Thursday. So it'll be a good 2 days of racing going into the winter break. And then coming out of the break, our very last home meet of the season, Truman State University will be coming here. I believe it's January 24th.
Okay.
And then, but KU, their women are joining us as well.
Oh,
so
nice.
the University of Kansas women will be here, so it'll be a tri-meet on the women's side, but it'll just be a duel between our men and Truman State. So it's we got a pretty action-packed home schedule. I mean, there's going to be a lot of tough competition, but we're excited about it.